You don't need 8 hours a day to become a solid trader. And honestly, you don't even need 2. What you actually need is about 30 minutes used the right way. But most people don't have a time problem, they have an attention problem. They sit down to trade and they do what everybody else does. I used to do this too. But they start scrolling, they start watching every single candle, and they start looking for something to happen inside of the markets. And then an hour later, they feel busy, they feel rushed, and they're not any more clear than when they first sat down. If you've got a full-time job, a family, and a real life, this part really hurts because you can't afford to hang around the markets all day. You either force trades in a rush or you stop showing up altogether. And both of these keep you stuck because you know if you keep trying to trade whenever you find time, you're going to keep making rush decisions inside of the market and potentially losing more money. So by the end of this video, you're going to understand something that most traders miss very early on. It's not about finding more time, and it's not about whether you trade in the morning or lunchtime or in the evenings, because all of those situations can work. I've seen it work for multiple people. What actually matters is how clear your attention is during that time. A lot of busy traders do look at the markets before work or in the evenings. I know that worked for me a lot, but then they sit down without a clear job for that particular time. So 5 minutes turns into 40 minutes or 30 minutes, or turns into watching charts and waiting for something to happen. That's where stress and rush decisions come from, not from the clock. So in this video, I'm going to help you see how to give your trading time a clear purpose. And you're also going to learn how to separate preparation from execution and how to stop feeling like you need to stay glued to the charts 24/7 just to keep up. So if you stay with me, this should finally explain why you can be showing up consistently and still feel like you're not getting anywhere with trading. So if we haven't met yet, I'm LaKiesha, and I didn't learn how to trade with unlimited time or perfect conditions. I learned while working full-time, commuting, managing real life, and trying to make trading fit into the margins of my day. So some seasons for me, that meant looking at the markets before work, and other times it was the evenings. And sometimes it was whatever window I could realistically protect without burning myself out. And over the years, I've made over $350,000 trading on the side while working a full-time job. And that's not by watching charts all day, and not by reacting to every single move I saw in the market, but by learning how to be very intentional with the time I actually had. And what mattered wasn't when I was looking at the markets. Most times, sometimes it does matter depending on what I was trading, but it was also knowing why I was looking at the market and what I was supposed to do during that time. And that's also what I've helped other working professionals do, like engineers, managers, analysts, people with demanding jobs who don't have the luxury of staring at charts all day. This video is about the structure that made that possible. So before we go any further, let me say this. If you're brand new to trading and your goal is to take your first profitable trade, I have a program called the Trading Launchpad. It's designed to get you there in 30 days or less without being stressed out. And if you're new or you've been trading for a while and your trading is not profitable yet, that's exactly what the Profitable Traders Academy is built for. I'll link both of those programs in the description box below, so that way you can choose the one that is best for where you are right now. So here's the real issue for most busy traders. It's not that they don't have time, it's that they sit down to trade without a plan for what that time is supposed to do. So they watch charts, they react to movements, and they also wait for something to happen, which in reality, there's nothing really wrong with that. But when nothing lines up, they either force a trade or walk away frustrated because they weren't able to make money from the markets that day. And that is why trading feels draining instead of productive. So the fix is not more screen time. It's deciding before the day starts what actually deserves your attention and what doesn't. And that's exactly what I want to show you next. So the first thing I do every day is chart prep. It takes me about 10 minutes to set my plan. And this helps me stop chasing the market and start waiting for the right time to take the trade. What I do is I open the weekly chart, the daily chart, and the 4-hour chart, and I look for the big picture first. I need to know if we're trending up, if we're trending down, or if we're moving sideways. And you don't need to predict the future, you just need to see which way the market is going. So I like to mark off 2 zones that matter to me. me. And that's a buy zone if I'm looking for the market to go up, and a sell zone if the market goes down. And I pick a simple and obvious area for where the swing high or the swing low of the market has occurred. So I want to mark off where buyers showed up before and where sellers showed up before. And that doesn't mean that I need a million lines on my chart. I just need two very clear areas to pay attention to. Now, I also like to write one simple sentence for the day. If price hits my buy zone and gives me my entry signal, then I'll go and buy towards the most recent highs. But if we break clean below that zone, I'll wait for another buying opportunity. And that simple plan is better for me when I come to the markets because it's such a simple plan that I can easily follow it. And then I also like to set two alerts, one on the edge of the buy zone and one on the edge of the sell zone. And I like to place the alert just outside of that zone so that way it may go off before price is really there, but at least I'm aware. I make sure my notifications on my phone are on and then also on my computers. And then I also like to decide what risk I'm going to put on before the day even starts. So for example, if I want to risk $50 a trade and I risk 100 pips in the gold market, let's just say, then I know ahead of time how much money I'm risking. And when I press that buy or sell button, I know exactly how much money I may lose. But let's just say if the alert never goes off, then it's all good because then you don't have to sit in front of charts all day. And even if you don't trade, this trains your eye to see moves inside of the market. You'll start to notice how price respects certain areas, and then you'll also feel less urgency to take a trade, especially if nothing is there. You'll also have more control, and then you'll stop forcing trades. So this should help you keep trading simple and consistent. So your trade window is the only time you are allowed to make a trading decision. Not watch, not wait, but decide. And remember, you're waiting for zones to get hit. So when I sit down during my trading window, I'm not asking the market to entertain me. I'm not trying to enter a trade really quick. I'm only checking one thing and one thing only. Is price at a level I care about? If it is, then I slow down and I look for my entry. If it's not, then I don't try to make something happen. But before that, the way I approached the chart was random in the beginning. I wasn't starting from those higher time frames to get the direction. I wasn't working my way down with a purpose. I was just moving around the chart, switching time frames, hoping that something would stand out. Now I always start zoomed out on those higher time frames, weekly, daily, H4, and then I want to use those time frames to understand the direction. And then I work my way down step by step until price reaches an area I care about. And then I only go to those lower time frames to decide if I'm actually entering a trade. Once again, that's when price gets to my zone. So once price is where I want it to be, I ask two questions and nothing else. Is price at a level I care about? And do I see my entry clearly? Those are the only two questions. I know one of those questions we already asked ourselves above, but you have to keep asking that question. And if your answer is yes, take the trade. If the answer is no, then don't. Those are the rules that I use. And this part matters. I don't hang around to see what happens next. I don't adjust my levels. I don't adjust my stop loss. I just let it do its thing. And depending on the trade, when my trade window ends, I close my laptop. Even if price looks like it's close, I don't even feel tempted to enter the trade because it's not where I need it to be. And because I've learned that most bad trades don't come from bad analysis, most people are actually really good at that. It comes from staying too long inside of a trade, and it comes from doing nothing on purpose. It's waiting for what I need to see. That is the key. So next for me is the daily review. And most traders skip this part. And this is the part that quietly separates the profitable traders from the ones who are stuck. You don't need to do it right after the trade. You just need to do it consistently. So here's what I'm doing during my review. First, I save a screenshot of any clean move. That's typically what I saw before and what I saw after the trade. And this also includes trades that I didn't take, because I'm not just studying the outcome of the trades I took, I'm studying trading decisions. Next, I write down what I expected to happen and what actually happened. And this isn't long and elaborate. Sometimes I'll just put a note right on my chart and it'll just be a couple of sentences. Because I know when I used to write these long paragraphs, I never read them again. So now I ask myself one honest question: would I take the same trade again exactly the same way? And if the answer is no, I write down why. And if the answer is yes, I write down why. And that's essentially it. Over time, the patterns you start to see in that particular market show up over and over again. So you know exactly what to do in those moments. And you start to see which trades came from being prepared and patient. And you also start to see which ones came from being bored or being pressured to make money. And at the end of the week, I look back at all of the trades I took and I ask myself three simple things. Was I trading at levels I cared about? Was I following my trade window? And was I respecting my risk? Not risking more than I said that I was going to trade. These answers tell me more than any win rate could ever tell you. That's not the right thing to focus on. And this is how trading turns into a skill instead of a guessing game. So when trading starts to feel overwhelming, it's usually not because the market is complicated. Now that's a whole other conversation, but it's usually because there's no structure telling you what matters and when. When you prepare first and act within a clear trading window and review your trades with intention, trading stops feeling forced. You're no longer reacting to markets all day and you're making decisions on purpose. Progress in trading is usually pretty quiet and it shows up eventually. And a lot of people expect really fast wins in the market, and when you're learning the skill to build it for life, that's not how it works. What actually works is when you follow this process, you'll start to trust your trades a lot more, and that will come from not doing more in the markets, but actually doing less. And this is how trading fits into real life instead of competing with that. And if you're still feeling like trading pulls you into watching charts 24/7 and much longer than you actually want, or you feel like you need to stay glued to the screen just to catch something in the market, that's the next problem to solve. On the screen, click the next video called Trading Strategy That Lets Me Stop Watching Charts All Day. In that video, I'll show you how I approach trading from a way that lets me step away from the charts, like I'm doing right now to record these videos, without missing what actually matters.